All right.
Yo, know what it is. What up? We're back in Phil's penthouse, man. I love what you've done with the place. Look at these couches.
You will not stop until I get audited by the IRS.
This is not Ashley Home Store, I'll tell you that. This is not Bob's. This is... put your leg up here. Look at this thing, man. Welcome to another episode of But I Don't Know, though. My name is Avery Mason. This is Phil Hunt. We're comedians and actors. I'm claiming it for both of us. Okay. And we're back. I'm back in regular mode. No more vacation mode. It's over, bro. I'm back. You missed it, Wolf. I was in here. Thank you, brother. I was in here with shorts because that's exactly what I was trying to figure out.
Yeah, you had shorts on.
I was in here with shorts on and like a matching T-shirt, and Phil said I look like Duke Nukem
from Captain Planet.
From Captain Planet.
You had the
Duke
short
Nukem.
set on. I didn't know what was going on.
I was matching.
That's the most West Indian you've ever looked.
I was feeling real sexy, and now I'm back in New York mode. I got my socks back on. You know, I got my legs covered.
Yeah, you got some camouflage on for no reason. You know we at war, right?
This is war outside. No man is safe from. Nobody
might not want to have that on right now.
Nah, it feels like a war was going on, man. But how was y'all week, man? Y'all had a good week, a good weekend, man. Like, how was yours?
It was good. Yeah, same old same. A weird week with the shit falling from the sky.
Oh my God.
It was a weird little.
Where were you when that happened?
I was in the city, obviously, but it was
working?
A strange couple of days. Like the fucking sun was like blocked out from. For those of you listening, in case you live under a rock.
Under a rock segment.
New York City, we got some wildfire smoke.
From Canada.
Which the funniest thing was how many people spoke out to say, all the way from Canada? It's like, y'all realize we're neighbors, right?
The world's like this big. Like, seriously.
It's like you ever live in an apartment and somebody's like tub or sink leaks and then your roof, it gets wet of like, this is how things work when you're neighbors. So you started figuring out how many people just aren't aware of geography at all.
Yeah, how they get them all the way down here from all the way up there? And I'm like,
it's had conspiracy
really
theories.
Only 3-hour drive.
You see the wind is blowing, and by virtue of the wind blowing, it blew it south. I'm gonna hold you.
I did not. The last time this happened was the smoke from California, which when we got it, it wasn't that bad. It was still like clear. But this shit, I had a white piece of paper on my desk, and I'm telling you, the paper turned orange, and I'm like, what is going on? Look outside. It's all. I don't know what you would. It was looked like something hit.
There was something strange. It definitely looked like some sort of eclipse or something. I thought it was gonna rain on Wednesday.
Yeah. I said
rain.
Yeah.
And then eventually somebody told me like, Canada. That air is the wildfires, and I'm like, we got Canadian smoke.
You know,
like they were ones with free healthcare.
Yeah,
we should be sending them our smoke. Like, how the
fuck? Why else does yours?
It's gonna cost us a copay.
So you get fixed.
We gotta get some fans on, blow this shit back over there.
That's hilarious. It's just funny to me, though, Phil, how everybody became like an expert on air quality and air purification. Mm-hmm. Like anytime we have something like this, everybody's an expert. Nah, you know what? You got to wear the N95 mask, and then you put like a little piece of tape on the top and like that. So that way the particles, you got to stop them and the particles get in there. So boom, I just bought some oxygen. I got this and I'm good.
Yeah, it's just funny how much things we don't know until shit goes wrong. And then like how they kept giving us the ACQ, Air Quality Index, or the AQI. Yeah. They're like, it's 692, and you go, what does that mean?
What does that even mean?
First off, how are we over 100 with anything?
Bro, I didn't even know we had that on my phone. Did you get an alert on your phone? Because I got the same alert. I'm like, what is this air quality index?
An Android alert.
192. And I'm like, what's a 192? Yeah. What that means? And apparently that's bad.
Anything over 100 is to me like what? Like the old Mari, I'm 196% sure.
I am not
that
the father.
He is the father.
I'm 1,000% sure.
How are you over 100, man?
Oh, she's
like,
positive.
Is this shit like a credit score?
She's positive.
How does this work? So yeah, they just popped up on Thursday like, yo,
192% sure. It's bad air outside.
692, and you go, what does that mean?
That's crazy because New York averaged 200 on for regular New York air. So we going over 400 now.
We averaged 200.
It did. You know what? I'll say it did smell bad. The day before we got the Airmageddon, as people are calling it, the Wednesday, it did smell bad. And I was like, why does the air smell like
I remember going outside Thursday and then being like, oh, I shouldn't be out here. Going back inside, but then you could still just kind of taste and smell it a little bit.
Yeah. Whew.
Definitely smelled like somebody burnt the barbecue.
It did. And I'm just glad it's over because, now we're back to smelling like pee.
Back to traditional New York smell.
You can recognize, what's that? Oh, yeah, it's bum.
Okay, yeah. Traditional New York.
Yeah, you don't have to question. You can identify everything. That's KFC or that's, with the Ethiopian place on the corner. They make those burgers. But
whatever it was, it couldn't stop the Puerto Rican Day Parade. Shouts out to the Puerto Ricans. I heard a lot of Bad Bunny on the way down here.
Oh, my God. They love Bad Bunny, and I could not name one song.
I mean, I don't know what he's saying. I couldn't translate the songs, but they're there. I hear them.
Yeah, they were killing it. That's why I didn't drive into the city today. I took the train. Yeah. It's two of the biggest parades, bigger than the Labor Day. It's the Puerto Rican Day Parade, which was today, and then it's also Pride Month. So in my neighborhood, they had a Pride March up for that. I'd never seen that many people in my neighborhood before. Like that. So everybody's out this weekend, so I'm just pissed.
So hold on. They didn't wait until, isn't there like a big pride parade?
There's a big one, but every borough has like a smaller one that they have for their own, the Brooklyn Pride Parade.
That sounds like it was at your house.
No, I did like the music though. I told you that.
Extremely personal.
I texted you. I said I like the music though because they were playing. Listen. They had a good time.
I'm coming out, bro. In your front yard.
No, right? Funny. Nah.
And them shorts you had on last time. They seen you in them.
I did have.
But no, you know what's interesting about New York and Pride Month is that like you go in the Village, and for those of you listening, the Village is how would we say is like a gay neighborhood?
It's a gay neighborhood.
Pretty gay.
It's fair to say that's like the headquarters.
Duplexes and stuff. Yeah, there's literally a Christopher and Gay Street.
Yeah.
Christopher and Gay Street corner, and
Stonewall
that's like
Inn Cafe
where the
right
action
there.
is. A lot of guys in short shorts.
Yeah.
Do what you will. Anyway,
no sleeves.
What's interesting is you go down there in June, and like you'll see the decoration committee trying to figure out like, well, there's already a rainbow here. What do we do? How do we decorate? How do we make this shit gayer?
How can we incorporate?
Is that a word?
Yeah, it's a word. That's a word. Yeah. How do we let them know we have a lot of more pride than is?
Yeah, it's like you've had pride all year. This is like you said, the headquarters. This is Gay Street. You can't make Gay Street gayer than it already is. But you'll see them like trying to think of like,
where can I put this?
Should I? Where do I stick that? There's already a rainbow here.
They're gonna, you know what? They're gonna have to. I don't want to make this sound, but they're gonna run out of letters pretty soon. There's not gonna be enough space to put them on that flag. They keep putting those letters. They just put a plus, which I think is.
I haven't seen any letters. I just say I've seen the rainbow, and then they added like a triangle.
No, they have like the flag with letters, and it's going all the way. It's all the letters that they have in the acronym, and then the plus at the end, which I guess if anything else gets added on, they just that plus is for you. But the flag, they keep adding to the flag. I'm like, this is awesome, but at some point they're gonna run out of space. At some point, it's not gonna fit when you try to put it up there. That's gonna give the people who are decorating real problems. Maybe they should just give each letter its own individual flag. And then, like, put them in different places. So that way it takes care of making this gigantic flag.
When they were having this parade in front of your apartment, did you go outside and tell them this?
No, I didn't. Nobody came. But
like you guys, I got a decoration.
Let me tell you something. If you want to make me dance, the one song you can play is 212 by Azalea Banks. They started playing 212. I came out I was in the supermarket, I heard they play 2. I was like, hey, 121. Yeah, sign me up. Hell yeah, this is fun.
You actually knowing an Azalea Banks song.
That's the only one I know. That was the best one, the first one.
That's interesting.
I'll punish you. What'd she say? I'll punish you, ho? Or she said, something like that.
I have no clue.
It's a good song.
All I know about her is Twitter rants.
She's a wild boy.
Talk about what she tried to pull off this week.
But that 212 song, that song slap. And I heard it. I'm like, yo, this DJ know what he doing. Like, I could walk with you guys about 2-3 blocks and I'm gonna go home. But yeah, no, it was nice. So happy Pride to everybody in Puerto Rican Day Pride.
We was talking about Puerto Rican, and then you.
I was mentioning they both had their parades.
You were mentioning that multiple celebrations.
Yes. Everybody gets something here in New York.
Never crossed paths.
That's right. But the Pride was good, though. The Pride was good. There was no violence.
The Puerto Rican Day Parade.
I mean, I'm sorry. Yes, that was also well. I didn't go to that, but there were a lot of people wearing flags, so it had to be good. A lot of flags.
You never have to ask them if they're Puerto Rican.
Oh no,
there's 8 flags. It's one thing I love about New York is you know what? You don't have to ask any ethnic people what they are.
Because they're weird.
Because West Indians, y'all got this shit covered too. Jamaicans, you go back to Indiana where I'm from, you gotta kind of dig and be like, so where are you from? And they'll be like,
from the Midwest.
Indiana. No.
Where your parents from? Oh,
are you from?
My parents from Chicago.
This is Jamaican, Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta ask. But here, y'all wear the hell out y'all flags. Y'all are the most proud people that ever left whatever country y'all are from.
That's right, we are. And say our name and say it with respect and pride. That's the difference, like you said, between Midwest people, because if they are from Jamaica and they're from Indianapolis, they never pronounce the foods right. You from Indianapolis? Yeah. My family's from Jamaica. Y'all be having oxtails? Oxtails?
I had never seen, I confess, I never seen plantains.
Plantains?
Plantains.
Plantains.
Whatever.
Say plant,
the
then
shits
say
look
tin.
like fried bananas. I literally, Nico ordered some one time. He's sitting right beside me, and I just said, what is those, fried bananas?
I love that
And he
story.
like freaked the fuck out.
Because I heard that story too from him.
He was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
They looked at you like, where are you from?
That's what it looked, and that kind of it is. It's like a cousin of the.
It's a cousin of the banana. Yeah. Yeah, fried plantain. Yeah, it's delicious, but it's not a banana. Feels like a banana. It's what they fried that banana up for.
That's what it.
You gonna
like,
eat
man.
that? Why is it all black?
Nah, it's what was I telling you? Oh, the Puerto Rican Day Parade. That you realize the Spider-Man, is Puerto Rican, Miles Morales.
Miles Morales, yeah.
I think that's dope that the kids got a black Spider-Man.
The only thing that's not realistic about that is his mother don't beat him. Like, I don't know any, any Puerto Rican whose parents don't beat him. He never got beat in the movie. He stayed out late.
Part of the Spider-Verse is that.
I don't know,
so
but
you feel like that's a plot hole.
It is.
How old is he in the movie?
He's got to be in high school.
14?
You ever met a Puerto Rican kid who ain't ever got a beating or some kind of chancleta?
Hey, the views reflected from that couch. I have no idea.
I don't
about
support
these beatings.
I don't beat my kid. My mother beat me. I'm just saying. I know a lot of Puerto Ricans. All right, I grew up in Brooklyn, and anytime I ask about getting beat, they all are familiar with the beating.
I definitely feel like that's fucking the story up, though, that Spider-Man is from Brooklyn now.
I thought he was from the Bronx.
Nah, I think it's Brooklyn.
Brooklyn? Sure. All right, that's fire. I mean,
yeah.
That first one was dope. I just hope this new one that's out, they didn't mess it up by trying to do social media.
We got like a black Spider-Man. We got Black Mermaid, which I'm like, yo.
That's cool.
I don't think we had any black characters growing up.
No, we did.
The one black superhero I remember, Mantis. Remember Mantis?
Marvel or DC?
I don't know what the hell or who made it, if it was Marvel or DC. But remember, Mantis was the black dude. He was like a scientist. But that nigga was in a wheelchair. And I can remember being like 8 and being like, why the black superhero got to be in a wheelchair? You don't remember
Life is hard enough, and you gave him a wheelchair to fight crime. Nah, I don't remember Mantis.
Let me see here. Mantis used to come on like USA, and that was the one black superhero we had, man. So
Mantis
got it fucking good.
Mantis's biggest.
He is a part of the Marvel universe, Mantis.
Yeah, I definitely don't know that, but I could tell his biggest foe was that the fact that they only had stairs at the library. And
the villain just kept running upstairs. Like, I got you.
Get me down, Mantis. I'll see you next week.
Yeah, hold on. Let me read the little IMDb right quick for those of y'all that don't remember Mantis.
I don't remember Mantis.
A paralyzed African-American scientist builds a powerful exoskeleton in order to walk again and uses those new abilities to fight crime.
So he didn't build himself one just for regular life?
Nah. See how fucked up it is? I'm going to restore my walking ability.
Only after 5
I'm
p.m.
fight crime. Yeah. Like,
I'm going to fight crime first, and then I'll worry about wheels.
I can't believe you don't remember this. But
let me see the picture.
That was the one black superhero we had, man. Mantis.
Nah, I don't remember this at all.
How did you miss Mantis, dog?
Was it on TV or something?
Yeah, it was like a miniseries, almost out of Marvel style, like with real people.
I'm gonna have to look this up. If you want to talk black,
they said that actually is a Marvel character.
I want to say the first black superhero movie that I can remember seeing was Meteor Man.
Okay, yeah, and Robert Townsend.
And if you wanna like count this because it was a comedy, Handyman.
We gotta rank our black superheroes at some point.
Oh, here it comes. I feel another poll coming on.
So we gotta rank Meteor Man, Blank Man.
No,
Damon Wayans.
Not Handyman, Blank Man.
Blank Man. Yeah.
Long one today, boy. I don't know though. Hey.
Blank Man. Remember, slap me and call me Susie.
Yeah.
He slapped him and called him Susie. Yeah. But yeah, the only real superhero we had that wasn't on some comedy shit was Mantis. And like I said,
Mantis wasn't playing games?
Motherfucker was in a wheelchair, which now I'm like, what does Mantis even stand for? Mechanically augmented neurotransmitter interception system.
Interception system? What does that mean?
Too much, man.
Simple name, man. That's it. Who's that? Man, what does he do? Man, he fuck people up, man.
That's how pro-black I was, even as like a teenager or a little kid. I watched that shit for like 5 minutes and was like, so the black superhero is paralyzed?
Yeah. That was his thing.
My black spider sense, my pro-black spider sense be going off on certain shows.
Yeah, your pro-black spider sense sounds like Dr. Umar, don't it?
A little bit. Yeah, I be going off on certain shows.
Hey.
Like I didn't like for you, because you was in Luke Cage, wasn't you?
Yeah, I did Luke Cage.
Yeah, go watch them episodes. What episodes were you in?
So at that point, I was still doing background, so I was in a lot, just kind of in the back, chilling in the back. I ain't had no lines, folding clothes randomly, mopping, that kind of stuff.
Goon number 9, goon and a janitor.
Mm-hmm. I was in it,
I didn't like that Luke Cage. That nigga got his powers in prison.
Yeah, they gave him
I was like, come on, man.
So what, you wanted to get him from vitamin B? Yeah, that's the story. He went to prison.
Bro, I know mass incarceration is real. That's what I'm saying. Why we can't get some... Why we can't just get bit by a spider like everybody else,
Nah, you got to go to jail. He had to turn his life around, all right? He like Calvin went to McDonald's. Luke Cage went to jail and turned his life around.
Weird prison Tuskegee experiment.
That's exactly
I was pissed off at Luke Cage.
We'll give you this injection and tell you how it feels.
Like he got his powers in prison, then he's bulletproof. God, yeah. Like, come on, let's be more creative.
Well, you know what? They have changed the story. He's like the mayor of Harlem now. That's his new thing now. He wears a suit all the time. He's like the mayor of Harlem.
Mayor of Harlem?
It's a
Harlem doesn't even have a mayor.
It doesn't, but he's just
Manhattan is New York
he's like the new Bumpy Knuckles of Harlem in the current.
Bumpy Knuckles?
Yeah, like I don't want to say he's
Johnson?
like Bumpy Johnson. Not Bumpy Knuckles?
No.
I don't know though.
Bumpy Knuckles.
Rapper. My bad.
Like some weird disease that we're gonna get from the air index. It's Bumpy Knuckles.
You didn't wear your mask? Nah, I ain't got Bumpy Knuckles, man.
Now your
I need lotion for this.
Whoa, you're gonna be fighting crime with Mantis.
We fighting crime with aloe.
Charge his wheelchair up.
You throw some aloe at you, slow
you
down.
out there with him.
Yeah, he's like the Bumpy Johnson of Harlem. Now he's like a good guy and he runs Harlem.
Yeah, well, I just thought he could have got his powers in a better way. That prison power shit didn't work for me.
Did it work for you? Was it Biden?
Got his powers on, what was it, Seagate, Cell Block C?
Cell Block C, yeah.
Come on, bro. This nigga's on D Block. Get his powers.
Wait for his way out.
Bulletproof hoodies. Yeah, it was too much, man.
Yeah, but those were my favorite, though. But before we was talking about music earlier. So we went and, we did a comedy show from Poughkeepsie. Shout out to the people at the Derby. Thank you for having us. It was a great time.
What's his Instagram? At Drinks and Jokes?
At Drinks and Jokes.
Drinks and Jokes. If you listen, go follow that page.
829.
If you upstate especially, go check out some more live events there.
Yeah, the Derby in Poughkeepsie was a great time. I was the host. V. Lentz, who's another New York comedian, was the feature.
Shout out to our homegirl V. Lentz, very funny.
And your co-host there, but I don't know though, was the headliner of the show.
Oh man,
that's not even why I'm bringing it up. What I'm bringing it up is because I don't know who this guy is anymore. We get in the car, we're driving on Taconic, we're listening to his Spotify playlist, and I find out that Phil listens to more than just rap. I found out he's got an R&B playlist, he's got a reggae playlist.
Who doesn't have playlist.
No.
Your moods.
I've known you for years. I ain't never heard you listen to no R&B. I ain't never heard you listen to no reggae.
How would you hear me listening?
Because you don't play it right now on the phone.
Why would I be playing my playlist right now?
I just want to see what's on your playlist. Can you open it up so I can see?
All sorts of shit.
No.
That's like peeking inside my mind.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, when she pulled it out, she's like, he's got a list. He don't just got random. No, Phil has a list.
She was having a good time with my playlist.
And I was cooking him too. I was cooking at it. I was like,
out who I was.
So you really know someone when you see what's on their Spotify playlist. Just share the reggae one. Can you share the reggae one? I want to know what reggae you're listening to. Yeah,
I don't really listen to much reggae. I think you heard like probably Afro beats.
Nah, it said reggae. It better not be Afro beats in there. I'm gonna choke you.
Same different.
No. Don't do it. That is sacrilegious. Okay. There's a big.
I said that to a West Indian.
Bro, there's a big difference between and. There's a big difference.
Oh, stop. See, now it really sounded small when you did it like that.
There's a big difference.
And it's like, nigga, that's one beat, this is two.
There's some Africans be on this, we be on that. Okay?
Some of y'all just got dropped off first. Like, cut it out. Same difference.
But bro, I was really shocked. I'm like, Phil, you've got...
I don't understand why you're shocked. It just... Everybody has...
I'm just saying, like...
multiple playlists.
I just thought you had just regular,
I
shuffle.
Feel like you low-key trying to call me retarded.
No.
I just thought you just played DMX all the time.
Yeah.
85 miles an hour.
Yeah, DMX, Cameron, all that South stuff, Bun B, 8 Ball of MJG.
I got a little bit of everything, man.
All right, so give me. All right, fine. You don't got to open up.
You want to see my playlist?
Facts. All right, you don't have to open it up to all of them. Just give me the reggae one. Give me like 2 or 3 songs off that list. Just let me see what you listening to. I just want to see
I would have to know what playlist in particular you were even referring to.
The reggae Spotify playlist. You got a reggae playlist in there, and bro, you got to understand something. For me, this is like fascinating. This is like a different side of Phil. Yeah, I see.
Judging me.
No.
Oh, I do got a reggae playlist.
Thank you. That's why I'm shocked.
Yeah, Girls Them Sugar is at the top.
Okay.
Which is now making me think of Maya. I mean.
Hell yeah. Vegan? Yeah.
Yeah, Maya.
It's just like a whole. This is, to me, it's exciting. It's a different side of Phil I never got to see. It's like a new chapter in the book.
It's like, why do you keep thinking? This
is amazing.
Oh, but see, then I do jump around because it goes from that to WizKid. So yeah, it is.
WizKid is
like
not
some
reggae.
Afro beats.
I'm gonna have to set you up.
Some Tim's in there.
Tim's is okay.
Which is making me think about Maya, and she had this whole run that's like right before Beyonce that just nobody. It's like that time period.
It was a bunch of them that looked like her. That was the problem. You had Amory. You had
Maya's still bad.
Who's the lazy-eyed one that always wore the glasses? There you go. Blue Cantrell. You had a bunch of like R&B singers, all light skinned with the hair that all sang the same kind of like tone.
Well, yeah, a pretty girl that could sing.
Who's the one that Nelly's dating?
Almost a dime a dozen. Ashanti.
So they all of them came out at around the same time with all different kind of like
Maya
look, but same songs.
Maya is in Ghetto Superstar with Pras, which did you see recently that he was a spy?
Yeah, apparently he was.
That was one of the craziest stories.
He was funneling money for some guy that the world is hunting.
It was a weird story. It was like he's like a double agent. Pras,
yeah, he was like a middleman.
Because if you watch the Ghetto Superstar video, he unzips himself and becomes somebody else. And it's like, oh shit! I think they was trying to tell us he been a spy for years. Pras.
Oh yeah, he been. I don't know what it is about that Fuji camp.
Yeah, they're a strange bunch.
But they're Fugees. You shouldn't be surprised they have some skills, which would surprise you.
Yeah, he was found guilty on 10 counts of multi-million-dollar, which these are crimes we don't even know what they are. Listen, I'm going to try to read this.
Give it to me.
Clandestine foreign influence campaign scheme.
Spying on Twitter.
So funded by a wealthy Malaysian financier to peddle influence in the U.S. Whatever the fuck that means.
Peddle influence?
I guess helping influence elections. But you go, who the fuck is listening to Pras?
At all.
Like, you the least favorite of the Fugees. But you know what I was really thinking about the other day is that musicians make for good spies because no one ever questions why you're out the country.
Nah, you're always,
You could be in the middle of the Ukraine right now, in the middle of them getting bombed, and it'd be like, must be some sort of concert going on.
Bruce Springsteen is here, yeah.
So, musicians actually make for great spies for that reason.
You can hide all the weapons in the cases.
Never question why they're anywhere. You go, oh, must be a concert.
They listen, they hide in the messages.
In the middle of Tibet.
Bro, they hide in the messages in the music. I mean, people just don't know where to listen to. I mean,
I guess they picked the right Fuji, because Lauryn Hill would have been late as hell with that information.
Oh, my God.
Thank you, Lauren. That information is from 2 years ago.
Yeah, we already saw it on Twitter.
Can't help us now.
Delivering late news.
Yeah.
It's like an old uncle. Hey, they got this thing called TikTok now, man. Look at this. It's just like public access. It's like, oh, that's been out for a couple of years now. You're not really, it's not new news.
Which that's always my answer anyway, when people be like talking about how late she is, that it's like, you got to wait for greatness.
I mean, she's got...
Rise be on time for them concerts.
And he ain't got no kids, do we? Do we got kids?
He ain't got nothing else to do.
He ain't about to have nothing to do for 20 years in a minute.
He finished with his spying.
About to join John Forte.
Yeah, man.
Another one that's got locked up.
So, did we ever make our finals predictions? We made our finals predictions.
We did, and you what y'all see, the worst part about y'all not getting to hear our conversations, you don't get to hear the kind of stuff Phil said the Heat in 6. Now look where we are.
But look what I said, though. I said I want the Heat to win, and I gave Denver credit for it. Denver is more talented.
We all want the Heat.
Because I feel like it's bad that Jimmy Butler get to go twice and lose both times. That I feel like if you go to the finals and lose 3 times, you should get a ring. Like honorary.
I think Michael Jordan might have something to say about that, and Larry Bird and Magic Johnson all have something to say.
Well, Jordan ruined it for everybody because he was perfect in the finals. So, but it's like every other great player lost multiple times in the finals.
Heartbreaking
Magic,
stuff too.
Bird.
Yeah, Shaq.
You name them. Most everybody else great lost in the finals at least once.
I mean, the only reason I'm pulling for Jimmy Butler and the Heat to win is because of how much struggle and adversity that Jimmy Butler has had. I didn't even know he was I know he was a foster kid
last episode, but then you got 8 undrafted players.
Yeah, and it's like they fighting. I mean,
and Tyler Herro's probably the second or third best player, depending on who you ask. And dude got hurt the first game of the playoffs.
Yeah, so
and they haven't made no excuses.
Nah, they've been grinding it out.
They beat who did they beat in the first round? Milwaukee. Everybody was surprised. Then everybody immediately went, yo, they not getting past the Knicks. They got past the Knicks. Everybody was like, they're not getting past the Celtics.
They got past the Celtics.
So I just didn't want to bet against them, but I gave Denver credit. More talented, and it's 2-1 now.
That last game, they went back to that 2-man game, and
Murray and Jerkis on the pick and roll.
They are unstoppable. It reminds me of Stockton and Malone so much, just the way they have so many different options.
Much
on the
heavier
screen.
Stock or Malone, much heavier version of Malone.
I do not like Nikola Jokic, man. He's slim thick. He ain't in no type of shape.
He looks like a YMCA player.
Yeah, he don't
built like one.
I've been complaining about this on stage for the past couple weeks. How athletes don't look like athletes anymore. Like when we were growing up, we used to want to look like Michael Jordan. You'd shave your head. You wanted to play like Mike. You go drink his Gatorade, go buy his sneakers. Now you look at Nikola Jokic. It looks like the guy at the Y. You know, hey, you here again? All right, man, come on. Let's run a 3-man. It's
big men have always kind of had that quality of being kind of goofy and tripping over their feet.
He's not intimidating to me. Jokic doesn't. I feel like I could take Jokic. You
want to see like a Shaq type where they break the fucking backboard.
I want to walk on court.
There was a play where Shaq blocked the shot and the fucking lights went out.
Yeah.
So you want to see.
I want to be intimidated. Want to walk. I don't want to feel like I can hang with him. I want to walk on the court, look at Shaq and be like, take it easy, big man.
Yeah.
All right, you got that.
Feel like you want to see the physicality.
Yeah, I'm looking.
With Jokic,
I don't see that.
He's shooting off one foot.
Bro,
he's European though, so it is what it is.
LeBron is in the gym working out in the summertime. This dude is in Serbia eating bread.
But that's the thing. He's in shape. He's out of shape for an NBA player. But you put him next to a regular dude, you'll see the muscles. But when he's, next to Bam, of course he's out of shape.
And look at Bam. The guy's
right, but that's what I'm saying.
nature.
You got to be clear with what you saying about him being out of shape.
Oh, he's NBA shape. He's a regular person. He's in shape. I'm just saying.
Streets. Came out on Canal Street. You'd be like, who's this big ripped motherfucker?
Yeah.
But next to Bam Adebayo, you go, who's the fat dude? Who's this chubby motherfucker? Which, speaking of which, since we talking NBA, last time we was in studio, we talked Ja Morant. So we gonna switch lanes to Zion.
Oh no!
Which, speaking of which,
oh no,
his nemesis or his foe. He's currently in a 7-game playoff series. For those of you living under a rock, Zion decided that it would be a good idea to announce his pregnancy or his girlfriend's pregnancy this week.
What's her name?
With a gender reveal. There was a whole video. It was cute.
It was. I'm happy for him.
Probably within an hour. I mean, literally, this is how it went down for me. I looked at it, saw the gender reveal, thought, oh, that's cute. He's about to be a daddy.
Okay.
Fell asleep. Woke up, opened up Twitter, and just Moriah Mills is just screaming into the ether. Fuck you, Zion.
So Moriah. I don't know though. Moriah Mills. Why am I
talking about Moriah and all of a sudden you got tongue tied? Huh?
Then she bad.
You done watch some of them videos. For those of you listening, Moriah Mills is
she's a porn star.
Entertainer.
Oh, okay, fine. Adult entertainer.
Adult entertainer.
Why are you so proper today.
I was being an asshole.
She's got an OnlyFans and she's got a catalog.
No,
of porn.
She really does porn.
Yes.
We're not making that some up. People throw the term around loosely. We mean like Pornhub. Don't Google her in front of your kids.
Not OnlyFans. She has OnlyFans, but that's not like.
Make sure you're not connected to the aux cord when you Google her and click on them videos. The girl really does porn. But yes, she's got an I literally fell asleep. Oh, look, he's gonna be a dad. How cute. Woke up, Moriah Mills is like, motherfucker, how dare you? On Twitter, she's just been screaming for the last 4 days.
And the crazy
about how Zion played her and how basically that she's just mad she's not finna get child support.
What bothers me is the NBA is actually investigating. And I'm like, there's nothing to investigate. It's somebody he messed with that didn't work out, and she's mad that he didn't make her the next basketball wife. That's what it is. At least that's how it's coming off.
Some of these girls, I almost said Instagram models, but porn stars and whatever else, they're planning on using child support as a retirement plan. Because there is no porn retirement plan. Is there a 401k attached to that? Is there?
No.
I was just throwing that into the ether. I'm not sure of the answer. I'm not sure if they make them put some of their OnlyFans into a retirement fund. I guess they could. I don't know.
That's their money. His money is ours.
You know what's crazy is that OnlyFans, they always use the OF.
Yeah.
That used to stand for Odd Future. Which coincidentally, if you're doing OnlyFans, you probably about to have an odd future.
Yeah.
Because your kids gonna see them links.
Yeah, they don't go anywhere.
And go, mama, what was going on? Which I'm kind of mad at Zion because you know her price gonna go up now.
Oh, yesterday's price is not today's price.
She was showing like Zion was wiring her $20K, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, she was putting up today. She put up screenshots of the text messages of him asking her to take it down. He's like, don't worry, I'll take care of you. Just take it down. She's like, why? Why should I do this? You're with that hoe now. You want to...
And that was the weird part, that she does porn, but was calling the other girl
a hoe.
Which the other girl is a stripper.
It's a pot calling a kettle black.
And also has an OnlyFans, but she's not on Pornhub.
It's the pot calling the kettle black.
So I'd say if it was a scale of like whoredom, that girl is here and she's here, that it's like, yo, you're really like doing gangbangs and stuff.
I'm not, I might sleep with guys, but I'm no ho-ho. She's a ho-ho. She be letting guys pee on her. Like, I mean, I'm a hoe, but she's a ho-ho.
It was really weird because it felt like she was trying to slut shame him.
Yeah.
That she was like, you just spit in my mouth last week. and now you're kissing that whore. And it's like, whoa.
I was with you with New Orleans last weekend.
TMI.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't come off believable, because that's how it sounds. Just like sour grapes, like, you picked her over
sour
me.
grapes. Which is why, if you remember, this is why Drake never announced that girl was pregnant.
Yeah, smart.
That Pusha T had to do the announcement. You are hiding a child. Because Drake was like, nah, once this shit hit the airs, my DMs, and it's going to be all sorts of women that are upset.
They had pictures, right after that happened, he had like a studio portrait pictures with the kid come out and like really showing him smiling.
Well, I mean, no, she was pregnant, so I don't think the baby had been had yet. But this is what I'm saying. All the real players know that is, you got to like Cash App. And that's the thing I feel like Zion fucked up at. He's young.
22.
That if he was 30, he would have known like, yo, the first person that's supposed to know was her. Mm-hmm. The first woman you supposed to know that you were having a child is the other women that you've been sleeping with.
Yeah, I can't mess with you no more. There's a kid on the way. Sorry.
See, you don't even gotta say all that. You go ahead, and I mean, she showed us he was wiring 20K, 10K. You cash out 10K, and in the message you go, I got something to tell you. And that's where I feel like he fucked up at. That he just did. She should have been the first motherfucker he let know. Like, yo.
The wild porn star, man. It's all this good. I mean, Nia Long is still out here.
Let's break down what you just said. Why a porn star? Because she's a pro.
There's no learning curve?
No. You ain't got to teach her nothing. She knows. You know she knows. Nope. You can pull up video number 10 and go, do this to me.
Oh, yeah, I did that in 2013.
See, a regular girl, they gonna act like they don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
what's the Eiffel Tower? You know what the fuck the Eiffel Tower is.
What is an Eiffel Tower? Yeah. Do I have to Google that? Is that...
You could Google it. I mean, I'm just saying, but see, Moriah Mills knows what an Eiffel Tower is. But that's what I'm saying. That's why.
That is a shame. I mean, I would have gone with a Nia Long.
And I mean, 2 strippers, and then you got to think about like Ja Morant and him. Like Ja Morant, all his problems stem from being in the strip club. That was the first time he flashed the gun. Mm-hmm. So you go, man, these two get loose somewhere, man. It's gonna be a problem.
I forgot he was 22, but yeah
they're both young as fuck. But it makes you appreciate the past generation of superstars in the NBA. Yeah. Because all they cared about is hooping.
Yeah, pretty much.
Steph Curry, LeBron, KD, all straight hoops. No scandals, just hooping. Whereas you feel like in the 90s, we had more of these shenanigans going on.
We were due for a hoop scandal.
We just didn't have no Twitter. Right, this next generation. Where you feel like the 90s, it was more of, they wanted to be rappers.
Yeah.
Shaq was acting, and they were like, you will never get a championship. And then the second he quit doing movies, he won a championship.
I think
Iverson rapping.
My favorite 90s NBA scandal was them catching Rasheed Wallace and, what's his name, Damon Stoudemire smoking weed in the car.
But that's not even a scandal.
But it was funny because you could have smoked weed. They caught them both.
Motherfuckers smoking a blunt.
Nah. Come out that car.
That's not even a scandal.
They got suspended for that.
Yeah, they were the Jailblazers and all that. Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's in the name, Trailblazers. Jailblazers. Which is actually funny because that's Zion's player comp. The player they compared him to the most, Sean Kemp. So you go, you like Sean Kemp in more ways than one.
Hilarious.
Remember back in the day, Sean Kemp was known for having all the kids?
Yep. How many did he have?
He has 8 by like 7 different mothers.
Something like that.
So you start clapping, you go, boy, dunks ain't the only place, Zion. But what actually made me think of even talking about him was what you were saying about Jokic, that Moriah Mills called Zion fat. And it's like, fat? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, she was
a top athlete in the world.
She's trying to hurt him.
Roll a fucking ball out here, and you get your BBL all-star ass out here and guard him. Like, come on.
She's just trying to hurt him. Find a way to get at him.
But that's what I'm saying about, like, another NBA player could call him fat.
Yeah, but you ain't never played.
Dudes tweeting Zion fat, and it's like, guard that motherfucker. Like, he'll get up and down the court quicker than you and jump higher.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yo, why do people always feel like because an NBA scout says you may be out of shape, then they can go you're out of shape.
Which takes us back to my point that athletes don't look like athletes. If Zion had a 6-pack, would nobody be saying that? Get back in the gym, athletes. That's all I'm saying. Look like something so people could be like, damn, I can't fuck with him on the court.
Got a 6-pack of donuts.
Sure do.
And Pornhub
about to have a 6-pack of kids. Apparently. About to have a whole 6-pack of kids. But
I tell you the other thing that's like going crazy for me with the whole Zion situation is that from now until, like, who was the first, scandal we really seen with athletes and celebs? Superhead. That you yo, from now until Superhead, y'all only got one move, and that's let me expose you.
Yeah.
I'm about to expose you. I'm about to tell everybody what we did, which only works if you're ashamed of what you did.
Yeah, if you don't care, then this doesn't work.
Which I'm loving. He hasn't responded to any of the shit she said.
But that's how it comes off, bro.
And it's been 4 days.
Yeah, 100% correct.
The last thing I seen before we came in the studio, she was like, we used to watch Martin together. And I'm like, yo!
I really loved you, Zion Williamson. I really loved you.
And like we saying, it's like she's 10 years older than this dude. And that's one thing that's always
32
laugh
years
with
old.
The women is that they're never as vigilant about age gap policing on the woman's side as they are the men.
No,
it's like you got, what's her name? The old basketball wife, Larsa Pippen, running around with Jordan's son that you go, yo, she at some point had to like come to like a pool party with Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
And that was a kid that was in the pool. But nobody says nothing.
Oh, because they're old enough now.
And me personally, well, no. You said because they're old enough now. No, women ain't all in Marquees Houston building. Hey. I better leave Batman alone. They just keep saying, go home, Roger. I'm like, yo, get out of them comments.
Nah, for real though. She's 32, he's 22. It's fine. He's got multi-millions, so that
no,
age
but I'm
thing,
saying if it was the other way around, they would start there. Oh, he was grooming her. Yeah. But they never, which I feel the same way you feel. I feel like once two motherfuckers is grown, then they grown. Yeah,
we've talked about that on the pod before about being punished at being a certain age. Like you was like at 18, you grown.
But I'm saying the women always,
but they don't. A guy, yeah. They don't.
It's time we need to talk.
Yeah, they gave Marquees Houston a lot of crap, but he's like
a lot of shit. Which I was saying, I was trying to explain online, which that shit was a trap. Which black women, I love the way y'all argue. By the way,
how do they argue?
Man,
put their hand up like that.
It's just not about what you ever think it about. So what was it? Probably like a week ago. Oh, Al Pacino. Got a woman pregnant, right?
80-something. Wow.
And he's like, I think I counted the amount of years. He's like 38 years older than her or something.
Yep.
I would have to look that up.
No, he's a gang of numbers.
It's mad older, but I asked, yo, where's all that smoke for Al Pacino that y'all had for Marquees Houston?
He's 86.
Now, I thought the conversation that I was about to have was about age gaps and how that motherfucker is however many years older than that woman that he is, which I'll give you an actual number here if you give me a second to look.
He's up there. I mean, he did movies in black and white.
He is 54 years older than that girl.
Woo.
Now, she is, I think, 28 or whatever, but you
28?
go, yo, he's damn near dead. Like, you got to take an oxygen mask off to kiss this motherfucker. Like,
wow.
It's, what's her name? Anna Nicole Smith. Like, it's that type area.
They were like, we really love each other.
Which, let me be clear, I'm not frowning on. I think people can do whatever the fuck they want once they're grown. But I was asking, where was the smoke that they was giving Marquees Houston? Now, that was the conversation I wanted to have was, yo, because I start asking people yes or no questions. Is 54 older than 19? Because that's the amount of years between Marquees Houston and this girl. Mm-hmm. Don't quote me, but I believe he's 40 and she's 20.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It's 19-year age gap.
Yeah.
But this dude is 54 years older than this girl.
They don't have a problem
I'm not upset. So I'm like, if you can't I don't care if you're upset, but it's like, be upset at both or neither.
Yeah, you can't sit there and be like, oh, well, he's grooming her. Like, what?
That was the conversation I thought I was finna have. But black women jumped all in my comments, and all they kept asking was, so how come you want to date my daughter? And I'm like, yo, I never mentioned your daughter.
I want to date your daughter.
How come? No, because if you feel like Marquees Houston, then that means you like my daughter. And you go, what? I thought we was talking about them.
Now you got your hands up and back pedal. Whoa. Hey,
and they was getting long-winded with it. Okay, so I got one daughter who's 15, and I got another one that's 16. So which one you want to date? And you go, what?
I want to date your daughter.
I thought we was talking about celebrities.
Your daughter ain't no celebrity.
Always leads me back to a great, as an Eleanor Roosevelt quote, that smart people discuss ideas and dumb people discuss people.
I don't know though.
So anytime I wind up there, I leave that quote and I just bow out gracefully of the conversation.
That sounds like a master's degree level quote there, but yeah, get the hell out. What are you doing arguing with black women? You can't win that.
Didn't we with the Bill Murray thing?
Oh yeah, there was. Oh, that's right. That's right. Bill Murray is allegedly dating Eva Marcel, which I don't believe.
Who told you that?
The Shade Room did.
You got to quit reading the Shade Room. You on Power and you in the Punisher. They might put some shit up there that's incorrect about you. No, I asked you because it was Khalees. I thought.
My bug.
What you been?
I don't know. That's 0 for 3 today. It was Khalees. You are correct.
Yeah, this show should be called, but you don't know.
I really don't know. Phil has to fact check my answer. It was Khalees that they were saying was dating Bill Murray allegedly. Well, Bill Murray in the '80s from the Ghostbusters.
That's one thing people got to stop too, though. I think it's unfair that just anytime someone takes a picture that they're
together,
that it's just like, who knows? Like,
I mean, if he is dating Khalees, good for him.
They're two grown motherfuckers.
Her milkshake brought him to the yard, and why would you hate?
That's the easy joke. That Bill can't have solid foods. That it's just milkshakes from here on out.
He always got a straw in his pocket for that reason.
Bill is done. What was Bill Murray in Ghostbusters?
Groundhog Day, Scrooge.
Okay, he was in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of movies. Caddyshack. What's that one where he went to Japan?
Never watched Caddyshack.
You ain't missing nothing.
I heard it's a classic.
Yeah, it's white people running around with golf clubs.
We in comedy, so we got.
All right, fine. There's a groundhog in there somewhere on the golf course.
Groundhog in there somewhere.
Yeah, he was the groundskeeper. I didn't watch it. I mean, no black people in it.
That's not a fan.
I didn't like watching a lot of things as a kid that didn't have no black people in it because I was like, what's the point? That's not real.
Well, you wasn't watching Mantis, motherfucker.
I did. It didn't last long. How many episodes?
It lasted about 3 seasons. They got none of your support.
Bro, if it came on after 8 o'clock, I had a bedtime, so I didn't see it. So there's a good chance that it was on after my bedtime.
So you saying I didn't have a bedtime?
I don't. Did you have a bedtime? What time was your bedtime? My mother had me in bed by 7:30 until I was in junior high school.
I stay up and like watching Living Color, different shit.
I was not allowed to watch that.
If it was obviously nothing, probably past like 10 o'clock.
Nah, I get yelled at. You still up? Turn that TV off and go to bed. I'm really gonna try to find this Mantis now. I'm shocked that I don't remember this at all.
We're talking about we ain't had no black shows, and when I brought up Mantis, you was like, oh.
You know, the only black superhero that I really remember on TV, not movies, TV at the time, was A Man Called Hawk. Avery Brooks.
A Man Called Hawk.
That was the name of the show.
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember Man Called? He was like Shaft, but like dollar store version Shaft.
Okay.
Like the same powers, like the same attitude. Version. Yeah, the same power, same attitude.
Yeah, that's what they would do back
for
then.
TV.
Instead of giving us superheroes, they would give us like just a black man in a leather coat.
Yeah.
They never would quite tell you, like he could be an FBI agent or he could be a pimp. We don't really know.
I don't even think I think Man Called Hawk was a private eye, and he didn't follow the rules.
That's the thing got me about Superfly. Yeah. You watch it and you go, why do all the pimps know karate?
He's an independent contractor. He got to defend himself,
Yeah, but sometimes it was a little much.
Sometimes those hoes get out of line and they know how to fight. So he's got to know how to control his
rest haven for hoes. Next thing I know, he's doing this shit. I'm like, what is really going on? Why do pimps know karate?
When would they have the time to learn karate?
I don't even know. I guess when the hoes is busy counting their money.
Yeah, he used to go outside and take a few lessons with Bruce Lee.
So you know what I was trying to say before the girls started accusing me of wanting their daughters? I was just
hide your kids, hide your wife.
I was just saying that the baby would be raised in like a financially stable home and that I thought that was dope.
Yeah.
And that we need more black babies raised in financial stability.
You didn't even get to that.
Yeah, they just started sharing pictures of their daughter.
I got 3 nieces. You want to date them too?
All I was saying was financial stability.
My niece was the valedictorian.
That's the funny part to me, that you'll have women who, are struggling to raise kids, maybe or may not receiving financial assistance, Section 8, child support, and they're like, fuck Marquees Houston. And I'm like, he's raising the baby in a more stable home than you are.
Yeah, he never put his hands on her. He's taking care of her.
And that was another thing that I'm like, the dude doesn't have no criminal history. It's none. No fugazi shit in his background.
I think a lot of people just angry. Some people don't like seeing other people do well and succeed. They just have that sour look on their face, like, oh, she married her Marquees Houston from Immature.
And yeah, that's what it comes off like to me, like jealousy. You have at the same time, you have all these women that are doing podcasts going, if a man can't pay all my bills, and you go, what man could pay all your bills? Marquees Houston. Yeah, this girl's getting all her bills paid, and here you are hating. Let me see her birth certificate.
Yeah.
That is just like,
I mean, checking all the tick boxes. I watched this thing on TikTok. They were asking these women how much money their perfect man would make. And a lot of them were like 100,000, 150, 200. Is that too much? And I'm like, he's making that. So what's the problem?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That it's like, y'all talking out of both sides of y'all face. Y'all
can't
keep talking about, we got to get the dude that pays all the bills. That's the dude paying all the bills. Oh, she can't be with him. That it's like,
why?
People don't understand that. What's the word I was looking for?
I don't know.
To control a woman is to objectify a woman. Well, it's 2 things. One is when you just say, like, put your titties in my face. That's objectifying a woman.
Okay.
It's pretending like she doesn't have control over her own body or autonomy to say yes or no, right? But then it's also the flip side is when you pretend like her decisions that she made doesn't matter.
So let me ask you another question to follow up that.
And the decision she made was to be with him.
So what is...
And he married her. She's not just another baby's mama out in these streets.
But just to jump on something
she's not living Moriah Mills' dream.
At all. Not even close.
That lady want to be a baby's mama.
So bad.
So bad.
I just have a question. So what is the right way to ask a woman to pull the titties out without making it sound like you're objectifying her? Is there a way to do it?
I mean, I'm sure there is. But see, now you just turned this into a whole nother type of
It was just
podcast.
something that popped into my head. I just had a question about it.
You asked me like I was your daddy.
I thought maybe you had some advice.
Anyway, I think we got a little more minutes here left. You want to do some advice?
We can, but let me just remind you, if this is your first time watching this, please make sure to follow the podcast. We on YouTube. Is the best place to see the show, whatnot. YouTube.com/But I Don't Know Though. Also follow the page on Instagram, But I Don't Know Though Pod. We got clips we put up and maybe some giveaways, and you can find out where we're performing live next, and maybe get to see these. What'd you call these?
The Laffy Taffy.
The Laffy Taffies in person.
Yeah, Fabo gonna come out and scream when he see those.
Fabo.
What
the hell is Fabo?
You are old, man. No,
is that a Midwest thing?
From New York.
Hold up. Hold up.
Everybody
Time
knows
out.
Fabo.
Wolf, what is that?
Fabo?
What's Fabo, Wolf? Wolf from Indianapolis. Let me see. What's Fabo, Wolf?
I don't know what Fabo is.
Thank you very much.
Hold on, stop,
Thank you.
Stop.
Okay.
No. Let me give him the reference.
No.
He put his shoe up and he said, "What did you call these?" I said,
"The Laffy Taffies."
And then I said, "Fabo is gonna come out."
What's Fabo, Wolf?
Is Fabo a shoe?
Who is Fabo is a better question.
You thought Fabo was a shoe?
Who is Fabo?
I'm not old, and I'm from the East Coast.
No Laffy Taffy?
What is Fabo, Phil? What are you talking about right now?
Nigga?
Oh my God. You gotta be.
You don't know
the rapper.
When Barbara Walters died and everybody just put Barbara. You don't know Fabo? I'm too far up north. These niggas don't know Fabo.
Well, if you do know who that is,
everybody
I am Phil Hunt.
Fabo.
Tell him he's not crazy. I have no idea who that is.
Remember D4L that would dance?
Nope.
Oh my God, I'm too far.
If it wasn't Pat, listen, I will listen to D4L the song. I ain't going no further than that. I ain't go digging
Laffy
in.
Taffy?
That was him. Are you sure that was him?
Yeah, he's part of the group, man. He's the only member of the group you'd remember.
Nah, there's Shorty Low.
I mean, yeah, but
that was the
know
bigger
what the
one.
Fuck I'm saying.
No, I'm just saying. I ain't.
Say he's the
I just
only
say that's
2 members of the group you'd even remember.
I just said D4L. What you would say? You should have led with D4L. Like, oh yeah.
I said Laffy Taffy. Then I made a joke about Fabo.
I don't know, but it's a problem. I don't know who Fabo is.
Oh my God!
And neither did Wolf.
Look, man, read the question.
I thought Fabo was
You are killing me. I am too far up north. I'm too far above the Mason-Dixon line here.
We don't listen to D4L.
Fabo a fucking legend. Cut it out.
A legend?
Man doesn't know Fabo.
We don't. Listen, we only played their one song when they came up here. That Laffy Taffy girl. Yeah. That was it. We ain't played none of their other songs. Sorry, Fabo, and sorry, Shirley Lowe.
But if you've seen him once, you remember him.
I couldn't tell you the difference.
Dancing,
I know the names.
He's like double jointed. He's putting his fucking foot behind his head.
You sure he wasn't watching his OnlyFans? That don't even sound like something a rapper would do.
Yeah, that was a Moriah Mills movie. It might have been.
That don't even sound like something a rapper would do. You imagine Cameron, what means the world to you? He put his leg on his head.
But that's why I'm saying he like one of the most hypest hype mans of all time. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to I'm going to go home and do, I don't know though. I'm going to go home and do some homework. So listen, if you got questions you want me and Phil to cover, we about to answer some advice. We're not experts, but if you have questions you want to submit to us, just know that we're not experts. You can send them to the @But I Don't Know Though pod or hit us on Twitter, The Avery Mason. I am Phil Hunt, and we'll answer it on air. We'll leave you anonymous, so you don't have to feel no type of way. And one of these questions, let me see. Oh, these are real questions, by the way. Can I take 2 of my children to Disneyland and leave my other child behind? I have 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. My oldest daughter is my biological daughter, and our younger 2 are adopted. My oldest, Annie, was 3 years old when we adopted her sister and 6 when we adopted her brother. When Annie was 2, we took her to Disneyland. All 3 kids have been to Disney World, but only Annie has been to Disneyland. Okay, these got to be white people. My other daughter is turning 10 this year, and my son has been having some medical problems, so we'd like to take the 2 of them on a fun trip for their birthdays. We would take them during the off season to save money. If I took Annie, it would cost more, and since Annie is in middle school, it would be a lot more work to make up. Is it okay to leave Annie behind since she's already been? I know life isn't supposed to be fair, but it seems weird to leave a kid behind, even if only for a long weekend. Thoughts?
So Annie is the older daughter.
Yeah, Annie been there already.
Biological.
Yeah.
And then they adopted 2 kids.
Yeah.
And then take the 2, but Annie's already been.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to sound harsh, but like, if you ain't got the money to take them and you want to take the 2, I say just take the 2 and let the other girl have like a night, the whole couple days to herself at home. You leave them with the aunt or uncle, leave them with some money and, say, hey, have your fun. You've been.
Yeah.
And this is somebody who got money.
In the sales pitch.
Because if you've been to Disney World and Disneyland, you would know that Disney World's in Florida, Disneyland's in California, and Disneyland is the more fun than Disney World. That's what I hear.
Land is more fun than World?
Yeah, because it got more rides.
Okay.
Downstairs, that Disney World's got Universal and like
all that stuff.
Attractions. But if you want just straight up Disney, go to Disneyland in Cali. But both of those will cost money.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
you sound like a parent right now.
Bro, you can't listen.
You sound like how my dad used to sound. Boy, we got cheese at home.
There you go.
Give me 7 hamburgers.
I said, we'll make it work.
We got cheese at home. Anyway, yeah, I feel like, how old is this girl?
The oldest is in middle school.
So they didn't actually give us a number.
Nah, I think she said like 7 or something.
Is she old enough to date Marquees Houston? Anyway, Marquees Houston will take you. Woo! Anyhow, what was I saying? I made myself laugh. Anyway, no, yeah, if she's old enough, like, yeah, because you could really, it's all in your sales pitch.
Yeah.
As long as you don't come in the room and go, I'm taking them 2 and you not coming.
Now you got.
But if you sell it like this, of like, yo,
hey, Daddy, can we go to Disneyland?
I know we've been spending, not even like that. You gotta. See, this is what Zion didn't learn.
Okay,
you gotta
finesse it.
You gotta talk to the party that may become upset first.
Hey, here's what we're gonna do.
Kind of break it to her like this, of like,
here's
look,
some money. We're gonna leave you on your home.
And y'all been hanging a lot. Y'all gonna hang out this weekend, and he gonna take you to Waterworld.
There you go.
Might be some cheaper local shit.
Right around the corner.
I don't know if there's a Waterworld near you.
No,
that was just a generic, but yeah. something like that.
We're gonna do all the fun things you want to do.
And then
you like going to the mall.
You kind of break it down like that of like, all right, that's what you're gonna do.
We're gonna go to Florida.
We're gonna go to Florida, and
we're gonna do some kiddie stuff.
Remember how we took you to Disney? Well, it's their turn.
Yeah.
But we knew you was a big girl and
you wouldn't want to go.
Yeah. So that's why.
You know, you're going to want to go on all the big rides. See, we can't because we got your little brother and sister.
I learned this parenting skill from Everybody Hates Chris. It was an episode where they got everybody something for Christmas, but remember the brother Drew?
Yeah.
And he got pissed, obviously, because he's like, why the fuck didn't I get nothing? And you know, Terry Crews is on there. He's mad cheap or whatever. But at the end, the mother goes, because you're more mature than both of them. So we knew you could handle not getting nothing. And for a minute, he was kind of mad. But then he was like,
"Yeah,
I am mad more mature than these motherfuckers.
These little kids.
So you gotta kind of sweet talk her into like, hey, I know you can handle like.
Well, that's how you say. Look, your little brother and sister gotta go on all the kiddie rides. They can't go on the big rides like you. So we didn't think you would want to be with
you're
that.
A big girl, we didn't really think you.
You want to go on the teacups?
You want to go on the teacups? Like that's your vibe, or you grown? We just was gonna give you $100 gift card to the mall. So yeah,
I mean,
you don't want to be with these little children.
Yeah,
like
not at all.
That's how you gotta.
And besides, you don't want her having the same reaction. There was some girl who went to Disney and was on the log flume thing and got off in the middle of the ride.
Like stood up and
got off and walked off in a place where they're not supposed to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't want your kid having that kind of reaction.
Direction.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That shit don't happen at Waterworld.
No, it don't. But leave them at home.
Safe for everybody. Mm-hmm. So hold on. Now I'm concerned about this girl.
There's this ride, Magic Mountain, which they just shut down.
Okay.
And it's the video. It was the last time they're running the ride because Disney's shutting it down because they said it's offensive for some song.
This was a stunt.
No, it wasn't
the last time.
Yeah, it wasn't a stunt.
Stood up.
This was legit. The person was filming them. The log flume was going.
So they got hurt or what?
No, they just got off the ride in the middle of the ride in a place where you're not supposed to. They was going through a slow part, so she just stood up and stepped on a platform and just walked off into the.
You too big to be. You go to Waterworld with that shit.
No, maybe
spent that at Magic Mountain.
I spent $400 to get you into this park. You want to get us kicked out? Pulling some stunt like that?
Grown when you've been on the ride reading the instructions. Oh, this how I turn this off. Like the Bebe's kids. I think they was at, was it Fun World?
Fun World, yeah.
Fun World.
They asked her, said, why did you do it? She said, I couldn't take the anxiety. My anxiety was too high. So like, you just got off.
Yeah, you too grown for amusement park shit.
Leave her at home next time. But this is what I'm saying. This is why you bring the little kids. The little kids would appreciate it. They wouldn't have anxiety. They just cry.
At Wolf, where we at on time?
We hour 1 minute. Y'all can come to a
all right, do one more and we out.
All right, we'll do.
Waste Wolf time. Wolf got shit popping.
Yeah, Wolf popping, man. Wolf's back in town. Welcome back, Wolf. Away from Indy, man. What you bring us, man? You bring us some Fago?
I'm sorry. Don't know who Fabo is.
He don't know who Fabo was either. He younger than me.
Down south somewhere.
Don't nobody listen to that. How can I get my ex from 30 years ago to respond to my letters and voicemail? Oh, this sounds like Moriah Mills right here.
Yeah.
It's a setup.
Zion!
About 5 years ago, I began to realize that a woman I dated 25 years earlier was someone I had stronger feelings for than I was mature enough to appreciate. I had questions for her about why we hadn't blossomed into the kind of relationship I now think we both believe we were destined for. In the past 5 years, I've continued to have those questions, then dreams, which led me to do... Your dreams about
this sounds bad.
Which led me to do a paid search for her address.
Oh, no.
Is this bad?
Address.
I wrote her twice and left a voicemail. My messages have been about old friends I bumped into who reminded me of her. This is getting uncomfortable.
It's getting a little. We're gonna have to put you in the database, sir.
What I've been doing and how I'd like to hear from her. That is nothing too serious or about what's been on my mind. I haven't received an answer. I thought through the reasons why she hasn't corresponded and why I needed to talk with her, and I'm still at a loss. Would asking her my questions directly in a letter be a way to coax her to reconnect? Telling her that apart from this midlife crisis of mine, I'm happily married and successful, and that all I want are answers.
He said he's happily married?
Yeah, he just wants answers.
What he just said at the end?
You know what I did? You know, you guys don't know how old I am, but I am having my own little, not really a midlife crisis, but most people when they have a midlife crisis, they buy a Porsche, they go and do some wild stuff, take a trip to top of Everest. You know what I did? When I got to my age, I just went on Fashion Nova and I just bought a bunch of clothes that I'm probably too old to be wearing.
Dressed like Jimmy Jazz man.
Well, I am dressed like Jimmy Jazz man, the mannequin.
You know that was a back to
me
school
and the mannequin
sale,
in the mirror,
right?
Just like that.
That was a back to school sale, sir. You want to look for the back to work sale. That's where you should be going.
That's right. But this guy, it just sounds creepy, man.
Midlife
like
crisis. So he's married.
Yeah, he's married.
Looking for a woman from 25 years ago.
He just want to know.
Hold on, but he found her address?
Yeah, he wanted
to hire like a private investigator? It's called Facebook, bro. Just get on Facebook. Probably type in your high school. Our information is probably right there. You know what? I don't know if I should be helping him find it.
Nah, not at all. It sounds like a little creepy.
This sounds...
He paid for an address search to write her letters. If she hasn't been responding clearly...
Hold on. This man is writing letters.
He wrote her 2 letters, bro. And she didn't respond. So
I ain't heard nobody write a letter unless they was in prison.
He probably don't know how to use email.
This motherfucker is writing letters.
He's probably still got a Netscape address.
God damn, he must really like this chick though. He wasting loose leaf paper
and pen. Listen,
probably writing past the margins.
If she hasn't responded to you, bro, it's time to let it go. Like, if you're married, it don't matter. Like,
because she may respond in the way that you don't want.
She may respond with a restraining order.
Cops.
Yeah, hey.
Give your ass a letter, too.
And then your wife finds out you've been writing your ex. That's not going to go good. From 25 years ago?
We're currently hoping Moriah Mills figures this same thing out.
Oh, she's going to find her.
Like I said, the last thing I seen was we used to watch Martin together. And it's like, yo.
That was our favorite episode when he dressed up like Otis.
It's over. So,
yeah,
yes, sir.
Walk away.
It's over.
Have you ever
25 years ago?
Have you ever looked up one of your exes on Facebook?
Yeah, every now and then because it's right there. It's at your fingertips.
Why did you look it up?
You just, you go, man, whatever happened to girl?
I did that too.
You go look and you go, there's her and her 2 kids and whatever.
I did the same thing. And the first thing I thought when I saw my ex was like, damn, I dodged a bullet. Look how she looks now.
But you got to respect somebody. One of your exes may also be looking at your pictures like, ooh, I dodged a bullet. He on Power getting slapped around by time.
It's possible.
I don't want to date no man on Power getting slapped around.
It's possible, but I don't know, bro. I've been getting messages from people.
That's the thing. Everybody's the bullet to somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody is going, whoo, thank goodness. That nigga doing podcast, girl, had 6 listeners. I think that's an appropriate place to end.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring some Faygo next week for us to drink.
Faygo. Man, you really disrespecting the Southern legend right now.
I've never heard of. I've heard of the group.
See this is what New Yorkers do,
bro. They play one song on the radio.
It's Houston. It's not Houston anymore.
Don't start.
Then they tell you Faygo's not a legend.
Fine. It's Houston Street, and I don't know, but ask anybody.
Pronouncing Mario.
Let's tape it right now. Let's go ask 3 New Yorkers if they know who Faygo is, and watch what they're gonna tell you. I ain't never heard of
disrespecting the legend. Anyway,
well, every Tuesday, y'all, new episodes. Please go subscribe to
this guy at But I Don't Know Though Pod on social media, YouTube, Instagram,
slight peach impediment,
all that, and just point out every time he's wrong. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, take a shot. That's a new game. Every time I say something which is not correct, do a shot. Maybe we'll do that next week. We'll have some glasses set up. We'll get everybody drunk in here because I'm wrong about a lot.
Bill Murray, he's out here with Eva.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on?
They look the same. Eva look like Khalees. They look like sisters. Tell me, side by side right now. This is for the social media post. Side by side, Eva and Khalees, do they not look
Eva
alike?
has got them eyes that hypnotize you. So
they both got. No, that's true.
They're both good-looking women.
Yeah,
but Eva got them eyes. Anyway, we out.
Well, please follow the social media, y'all. At But I Don't Know The Pod. Go subscribe on YouTube, and we'll see you right here in Phil's penthouse.
Pull up in the comments
in WTF Media
if
Studios.
You know who Faygo is. This guy.
You don't know who Faygo is.
I'm out of here, man.
Thank you.
This guy.